Yeah, it's definitely ludicrous that the FDA doesn't control what goes into our food. I'm pretty sure the Food and Drug Administration is supposed to control that, but I don't want to get into that topic too much right now because that's a whole nother series.
Yeah, so I just wanted to finish off about that new job that I started working at, polishing cars.
He likes polishing things.
I'm going to pretend that never happened.
You used to work at a knob store, right?
What's a knob store?
You know
Hardware?
polishing knobs?
Hardware?
Oh my god. I can just imagine all these comments I'm going to get later. Somebody already left a comment, I think it was on part 2, that I predict some gay shit's going to happen between them two. So I'm serious.
All I have to say is...
You know who you are and you're laughing your ass off right now.
Say hi to the cameras, because we're filming you too. Oh yeah.
I can assure you there will be no gay shit. Gay shit is fine, I'm not saying...
He wants to be a geisha. I think that's what he just said.
Stupid. Anyway, I'm straight, he's straight. Gay people are cool, straight people are
I'm
cool.
married, see?
Everybody's cool.
Married.
And gay people should have the right to get married to love
Yes.
is love.
Yes, Network 126 and
CMO report and
OTP Radio.
support
Equal rights.
for everybody.
Yes, so about that job before James started inferring
I inferred
things,
nothing.
Polishing cars, which is actually polishing cars. I was limited to 10 hours a week. I haven't even worked there a month yet, and I started off because business is so slow, and the owner and the manager are trying to promote right now, and they're handing out flyers and business cards and all this and that, trying to get the word out about us. And business isn't picking up as they're expecting, and I guess the manager or the owner seems to be panicking a bit, and he's putting a bit of extra pressure on us. And now I believe all our hours, including me, have been now reduced to on-call basis.
So, speaking of that, I want to make the offer to your boss live. I will do your promotions for 30 days for no pay. Guarantee that there is an increase in sales, an increase in people coming by to check out your business, to get more interest in your business. If within 30 days your business has increased, that you hire me, even at minimum wage, no questions asked.
Hey, that's a great offer. You're sure you're willing to do that?
Fuck yeah.
All right. That's a go-get-'em attitude.
James has a proven track record with several businesses increasing their business through social media advertising and
Through every social media network there is, I use focus groups. I focus on the citizenry in the local area of the business, and I promote to target audiences so that it guarantees an increase in business for whatever business it is.
He's your man. And I'm pretty talented too, like you guys already know. Oh, and by the way, I said this in part 1, I'll say it again. All the filming, all the editing stuff, I do.
He pretends to do it.
All that stuff, like, not.
we promise we can be more professional if you're paying us.
Yeah, and about that too is like I'd really love to upgrade my camera.
He'd
to a
love to
real
upgrade his
camcorder.
everything.
This camera I got recently, it's a new one, a little Samsung camera. Not that I'm not paid to endorse them. I'm just saying what I bought. It's a good little camera. It's better than the one I had before. But it's still, I'd still like to have a real camera with like external audio input, stuff like that. So it'll happen though, someday. And then one day, one of those like cameras that they use to film documentaries, like the big old handle with like this giant lens on it. So anyway, somebody else left a comment, also on part 1. Hunter Man says, "Hey Brian, good topics you're covering. I'd say number one is the money issue. Stop looking at $10,000 RVs on used RV lots. Check Craigslist in areas near where there are lots of retired people. Santa Clarita, Palm Springs, Indio, etc. You should find a large selection of 1970s to 1980s Class C RVs in the $1,500 to $2,500 range. Yes, your interiors will need work, maybe some mechanical too."
We've been telling this to Brian since he mentioned his dream of owning his own RV and telling us that he wanted a $10,000 RV.
I like it.
He wants something
Go watch part one.
that's new-ish. You don't need something new. Project Nightwing is a 1986 Winnebago Chieftain, 33 feet long, with all the space, all the storage, all the amenities of a
Small
studio
apartment.
Bedroom, bathroom, living room, kitchen.
It is nice.
And we're doing upgrades to make it more like home for us, to be more efficient for us. And
all in, even with the renovations that we're planning and getting it tuned up and oil change and, smog check for California's air requirements, all in, after all that work, we'll still be spending less than $5,000.
by the way,
Including
the engine's under here.
Including the purchase of the RV itself.
So spending 10 grand on a used RV
Is excessive.
is extremely excessive. Spending 5 grand on a fully functional, ready to go RV, I can understand that.
I've lived in apartments older than this RV.
So have I.
And
I've lived in apartments smaller than this RV.
and paid several $100s a month. The least I've ever paid in rent for a one-bedroom apartment was like $550 a month.
Excessive.
I'll admit this isn't bad. I mean, it is cool, and if I had to live in this one, I wouldn't complain. I mean, it has a little few things here and there, but you can fix them. I still like mine though. I kind of have a little dream. Possibly in the next episode.
He has a little dream.
Fine, a big dream.
That's better.
There you go.
Possibly, if not the next installment of this series, Brian's Insights Investigating Full-Time RV Living. If not the next one, then the next one. I want to do a tour inside.
How many do you plan on doing?
I don't know. I guess. How many do you guys want to watch? Leave your comments below in the comments section. How long do you want this series to continue? Do you find this interesting?
So you're going to put one of those little boxes that says comments down below at some point in the video?
No, I'm just pointing directly, like
down there, where
if
the
I'm doing like
comments
this,
go.
it looks like I'm looking down at the comment section.
Yeah.
Like, I see your comments down there, guys.
Apparently your comments are on the floor today, but if you want to put your comments on the floor, go ahead. You might get featured on Brian's Insights or on CMO Report.
Maybe OTP Radio
We'll make
before
it a
CMO
star.
Report. I don't think it's newsworthy.
It might be newsworthy. After all, it is citizen media.
Yeah, you never know what can happen. We're going all over the place.
Places.
Yeah,
We love places.
breaking news will occur in the comments section of Brian's Insights on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
We'll tune in for that coverage.
Network 126 is going to be big.
I think we're going to do one video where we just read off the comments from one of Brian's Insights videos.
I actually have one more.
Go ahead,
One
read
more
it.
what?
One more comment.
Comment?
Yeah.
What's a comment?
Tell us, Brian. Read the comment.
So Bruce Lee
Roy.
says, my wife and I are losing our dream home we built in 1993. My wife retires in 5 years. I will get us in an RV and travel around Canada. You have to figure out an insurance monthly, $114, then repairs $3,000 a year average on an old RV. I guess that breaks up to $250 per month. The gas, which you can control moving 150 miles every month or more, equals 6 miles per gallon times $5. So at 6 miles is $125
per month.
There's just a period after
Okay.
That sounds like about $400 a month.
that. Change toilet to compost to save black water and tank for extra gray water, $489. Plus monthly food at Slab City.
Brian still uses paper, folks. Come on, watch the videos, help him make some money.
It'd be nice if I was reading off an iPad.
You could read that off of
Or
your
a Surface.
phone if you have a Facebook app on your
This
phone.
is an old iPhone 3G and it's really slow. If I try to get on too many websites,
Okay, so get a
slows it
4G cheapy Metro PCS and get a Facebook app. And so you guys,
someday when I can afford a data plan.
if you've watched the video this long or you've watched several in the series, you're obviously a fan of these guys' work. So, if you don't mind just clicking on the little donate box, $1, $2, it adds up. Thank you. We appreciate it. And maybe Brian can get a phone that was made in this decade.
Yes.
He's still got a brick phone, guys.
Yes, the iPhone doesn't have service. This is just so I can get on free Wi-Fi
It's
networks.
an iPhone 2, guys.
And
iPhone 2.
It's the 3G. Is that number 2?
Yes.
The second generation?
Yeah, it was made in 2008.
Yeah, that's the iPhone 2.
So it's
Yeah,
not old.
it's sad. Let's not talk about that anymore.
Remember, the iPhone came out in 2007.
Yeah.
There's starving children in China who made that phone who are actually crying right now because of how sad it is that you're still using it. So, can we please talk about something else? Let's address the concerns brought up by this gentleman who has very well and thoroughly done his research in regards
Getting a
to
composting toilet
the cost.
is a great idea. I've looked them up and they are an interesting concept.
Efficient, clean, no smell,
There is a slight smell.
but not like
Not
a black tank.
a black water tank that you have to empty.
Once
You
a
still have
week.
to empty the compost toilet about once every 2 weeks. Because having 2-3 people living in a single RV will fill it up rather quickly.
But then what you've got left is compost that can be added into any community garden. It can be used on your rooftop garden if you choose to put one up there along
you
with
can
your
sell
solar panels. There are places that buy compost. So it's definitely more beneficial than having to find a place once a week to hook up a hose and drop your black tank into a sewer system.
So,
Interesting.
speaking of solar, we were at Harbor Freight and priced solar and LED lighting. And a 45-watt solar panel with the inverter and everything included runs $189.99, which will run several laptops, your TV. It's obviously not going to be enough power to run your refrigerator, which also runs on propane. There's not a lot else that needs to be run in an RV. You need your TV, your laptops, and your hotspot. So,
Maybe a water pump.
the water pump is propane.
One thing that I want to add about solar, though, the amorphous type, which are usually the cheapest, because I've done research on solar. The amorphous type is a kind that, look, if you have a solar powered calculator, that little solar strip, that's an amorphous type. Those only last, I believe, 5 to 7 years. Get a high quality polycrystalline or a monocrystalline. Those are ones that'll guarantee at least, I believe, 80 or 85% of their power after 25 years of continual use.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And are those comparable price-wise? How much do you pay for a panel made of that type of material?
You can get about 500 watts for about $700 on eBay.
That's not bad.
These are
But that also is just the paneling, not the inverter
this is
board,
my
not the
small
wiring.
solar charger for phones. You can either plug in an iPhone plug. Like this is a cigarette lighter plug for a car, but it's got a couple solar panels, as you can see. You'll see the video links pop up below or around somewhere right now.
But
The
you
video
get
where I
500
feature
watts
this.
from one panel instead of 200 watts from a panel?
There are a couple 250 watt panels.
Or
it's a set.
or weren't they even
500 watts
45
total.
They're
watts
45
per
watt,
panel?
and what I've found is that they're selling a lot of, like he's talking about, those as RV ready, and they're not. RV
Because
ready
you
solar
need-
panels are specially made so they last through movement, through the elements. Using the amorphous solar panels aren't the greatest way to go for an RV.
Yeah, you want something that's gonna last, and it's also got to be able to survive. Like you're gonna probably get a hailstorm or something, depending on where you live, tornadoes. So it's got to be really secure, and it's got to be strong to be able to withstand like hail and whatever else.
And you always want to make sure to double protect them if you're not using them, to have a cover that will stand up to those elements.
You never know; you'll end up having like birds crashing from the nuclear fallout.
Oh gosh.
Hey, he said nuclear instead of nuclear. Yay! Somebody that knows how to say it.
So, anyways, we're gonna wrap this part up, and we're gonna continue next episode, possibly in my dream enterprise RV. That's what I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna literally on the side. I'm gonna. I know somebody who does signs.
Signs!
And I'm literally gonna put NCC-1701 on the side, and then Enterprise lettering somewhere. It's gonna be like all around. It's gonna be, yeah. I'm a Star Trek fan.
No, he's a Trekkie. There's a difference.
Yes, it's tricky.
I'm MC Robin Hood of CMO Report, bringing this content with
Network 126, Brian.
CC99.
of OTP Radio.
I gotta work on how I want to say that.
Here in Project Nightwing, the new home of CMO Report, OTP Radio, and Network 42. And partially
Network 126.
everybody have a great day!